I want to welcome to the stage, River!
Thanks a lot, Chris. I appreciate that. Let me get this out of the way right here. All right, so good evening. Thanks, everybody, for coming out. I didn't realize there was so much stuff on the stage. I suddenly just want to sit down. But that comes from being old, and there are stairs in the back, like 3 of them. But anyway, again, good evening. Thank you for coming out. We all appreciate you being here tonight. But I figured to avoid any confusion, I just wanted to start off by letting everybody know what my pronouns are. And according to my wife, my pronouns are dumbass and dipshit. Yeah, she tells me that that's how I know she loves me, because of those pet names, you know, and I can really feel the love when she says things like, "You folded the towels wrong, dumbass." Yeah, it's moments like that when I think, you know what? I should just get back at her shitty little attitude by getting a girlfriend. That's what I should do. But unfortunately, I don't think there are a lot of options out there for a semi-sexy Santa Claus, you know. Maybe if I were a fully sexy Santa, then I would have more options. But regardless of the options I may or may not have available to me, I think there's just one group I don't think I could really ever date, and that would be a trans woman. Now, don't get me wrong, I've met plenty of attractive and intelligent trans women. There's just one thing I don't think I can get past, and that's male pattern baldness. Because that's a thing, I mean, I suffer from that myself, so, you know, I understand, it's rough. But my wife and I, we actually discussed that joke, and she actually asked me, she goes, this is a spot-on impression, by the way. She asked me, she goes, "So, if they're called transgender, does that mean we are called static gender?" Odd question, I know, especially for someone working on her doctorate. She's kind of a nerd, but that's okay. One day I might be able to live off of that, you know, while I'm still young. But, so I had to explain to her, and some of you might not know, but I had to explain to her that because we identify with our gender at birth, we are called cisgender, C-I-S. And that's when she looked at me, kind of cocked her head to the side and went, "Sis, I'd rather be called Sith." And then she turned and started marching away like Darth Vader, going, dun, 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 dun. I was just like, what the fuck are you doing? And she stops, she turns around, and she goes, "Woo, woo, woo, woo. I am not the Sith you are looking for." Yeah, she holstered her imaginary lightsaber. True story. I wish it were fake, but it's not. True story. She holsters her imaginary lightsaber, and she looks at me, and she goes, "I am going to my chamber of secrets." I told y'all, super nerd, right? And then she reaches down, she picks up her cat, and she goes, "And Perbaka is coming with me." She turns and marches away, going, getting that wiggle down. And all I can think is, wow, her new meds are amazing. I mean, it could be the meth, but I'm gonna new meds. But I'll be honest, I wish you would bring some of that role-playing energy into the bedroom, because I would definitely let her holster my lightsaber. Unfortunately, though, after 20 years of marriage, I think the only role-playing she's going to do is Close Encounters of the Celibate kind. I mean, honestly, I think my wife just looks at sex with me now as one big fucking joke. Wait, let me rephrase that. It's a little harsh. I think my wife just looks at sex with me now as one big joke. Yeah, that's right, because there is no fucking. I like that part. Really, I do. Because one, it's true, and two, when I was practicing, she actually yelled out from her chamber. She goes, "And there is no big either." I know, wife of the year, right? And then she has the nerve to ask me why I drink so much. And I had to tell her, I said, look, I drink so much to make the people around me more tolerable. And then this like wave of epiphany came over her face and she goes, but you only drink around me. Exactly. So, but anyway, honestly, I think the real reason our sex life has gone down, unlike my wife, is because when I do want to have sex with her, I tend to say some pretty stupid shit. I'm a man, it's what we do. And typically it sounds something like this. Hey, baby, you want to go down to Pound Town? Yeah, and then I'll just stand at the foot of the bed and I'll stare at her. It's like a giant naked yard gnome. Yeah. And then I'll just grunt for permission. Like, yeah, you feel how awkward that got? Yeah. Now imagine my poor wife having to stare at my dumb naked ass trying to use that as some sort of foreplay. Honestly, it's no wonder she needs all those new beds. But I tell you, I do take her satisfaction into account. I'm a good husband, I think. I want her to be happy, so occasionally I'll spice it up, try and do that little helicopter dance. You know what I'm talking about? A little helicopter dance? Yeah, some of y'all know, some of y'all, well, I feel you. But if you remember, like I said, try. If you remember her not big comment from earlier, yeah. I'm not saying she's wrong, I'm just saying I might not have that little helicopter move down, but I'm here to tell you, I can light switch like a motherfucker. All right, I thank you all very much.